All the students of class 8th, you all are welcome in Silver Oak International School. Today we will discuss about a new chapter, that is resources. First chapter of a geography book. Let's have a complete discussion on the chapter resources. First chapter of our geography is resources. What do you mean by resources? What the resources are? So all the things or anything which satisfy our needs, which is useful to us, which help us to complete different work is known as a resource. Each and every resource is having its own utility. Means how we are using the things. Like during the winter time we are not using AC. So we are not having any utility of AC that time, and that time geyser we are using, so that is a resource for us. So each and every resource having its own utility according to the periods of time. In the same manner, each and every resource having its value, like its cost, but everything is not having cost. Like some sceneries are there, some landscapes are there which are making us happy. So these are not having any cost, but yes, these are having some emotional values to us because they are giving us a few minutes or the time to become happy, or these are a resource for our pleasure. Then value, it means cost. So each and every resource having some cost. It might be economic cost or it might be our emotions. So whenever emotionally we are making happy or we are feeling happy, we are feeling sad, that is considered as the emotional value. And whenever we are purchasing something, whenever we are purchasing any resource, then we are giving the cost of that. That is known as economic value. There are different type of resources. Some resources are the resources which we can renew. We can use the seed and we can grow more and more plants. Then reproduction process is also there in the living things. So all these resources are renewable, and some are the non-renewable, means if once we will use them, that will be finished. So we will not get all these again once after use. So what are the types of resources? There are two types of resources, natural resources, and in the natural resources again these are divided into two parts. So natural resources are divided into two parts. These are renewable and non-renewable. Now question is, what do you mean by natural resources? These are the resources which are provided to us by the nature. Okay, which are given to us by the nature. So the things whatever nature is giving us, these are the natural resources like air, water, sunlight, land, vegetation, etc. These are of two types. Natural resources are of two types. One is biotic and the another one is abiotic. Biotic natural resources consist all living organisms, or abiotic consist all non-living. So biotic components consist all the living things and abiotic consist all the non-living things. After that it is again divided into the renewable and non-renewable resources. Now renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources or non-renewable. Here we will talk about the energy first. So renewable energy, solar energy, biomasses, hydropower, geothermal power, wind power, all these are the source of energy, and these are renewable because we are having the endless stock of that, and that can't be renewed. These are oil. Once we will use oil, then again we will not able to frame that because there are limited sources in the natural form. Then coal, natural gases and nuclear powers. Once if we will use that will end. That will not be produced by the human being because these are taking a lot of years for the formation naturally. So renewable resources that can be grow or frame or can be prepared again, and non-renewable that we can't prepare again once after a use. Natural or man-made resources. Natural resources which are provided to us by the nature, as I told, and man-made resources, these are the resources which are made by human being by using the natural resources. Like cotton plant is natural, but by using cotton we are preparing the different type of clothes, and clothes are man-made. Wood is, the plants are natural, but by using the trunks of the plants or branches of the plants we are making different type of decorative pieces as well as the furniture. So the furniture or the decorative items are the man-made resources or man-made things. Then human resources. Human itself a resource. How? As in your book the picture is given here. He is a scientist and she is reading in the newspaper that some farmers are facing problem. Then she is trying to find the solution. As she is educated, that is why from the different kind of experiment she is finding the way, the solution, and at the last she is celebrating that happiness that she got the chance to solve the problem of the farmers. And why and how she got? So she made some techniques which was solving the problem of the farmers. So there was the problem of drought problem thi, सूखा था, and as rain was not occurring, then she suggested different manner that how they can save their crop as by using the different means of irrigation, where we can use the small amount of water like drip farming, sprinklers, etc. So natural or man-made resources. Rubber plant, and by using that rubber tires are being formed or different type of rubber ornaments or the rubber material is made by a man, that is man-made. By using wood we are making furniture. Wood is natural or furniture is man-made. Then by melting the different kind of metals we are making some utensils or different items, so that items are man-made. By using sands we are making the clay pots or the another like bricks we are making. So different things which we are making by using the natural things are known as man-made. Again metal is there, we are turning that into the different things. So all these are man-made which are made by us by using the natural resources. Then conservation of natural resources. How we can conserve the resources? There are different ways due to which or by using that we can conserve the resources. Like here the picture is given where some kids are playing, but in their game they find the very good way to conserve the environment. Like here they are making the paper bags. So on the place of plastic bags, whenever we will use a paper bag, that will not harm the nature, even that will be one effective manner to protect the environment, because if we will not use plastic, then it would helpful to protect the environment or to save the environment. So we should conserve the resources for that, and as well as sustainable use, sustainable development should be there. It means the balancing in the use of the resources. If we will use the resources with the balanced way, then we can protect them for a future generation too. So these kids are taking the initiative to protect the environment. They are preparing the paper bags. Along with that, they are also preparing the baskets, the bamboo baskets, by using cloths and bamboos, and these are very useful for the conservation of resources. If we will save the resources, then only we can conserve that for future, and for that the 3R system is there, that is reuse and renew or then recycle. So we should use the resources carefully, we should reuse the resources If it is possible, then we should renew that. By using the old things, we can make the new things, and we should recycle. During the competitions, we are making the best out of waste, so that is renew. Here are some methods. By using that, we can save our environment, we can conserve our resources. Like on the place of motorbikes, we should use cycles, then we can conserve the fuel. Then we should give education to the people for the environment purposes. Volunteer, we should take initiative voluntarily. अपने आप हमें initiative लेना है to educate the people or to tell the different people about the environment and its protection. The three use resource of the resources, that should be reduce, reuse and recycle, and then conserve water, because that is a very limited stock for the fresh water. Then choose sustainable things. Sustainable things, the different sources, not only of seafood. We should go for the sustainable development, means the balancing need of the resources and conservation of them. Then shop wisely. We are not supposed to purchase a lot of things, and we are not supposed to waste the things after purchasing. Then again we should use the paper bag so that the plastic can be reduced. The long lasting bulbs we should use so that we can conserve our energy. We should plant more and more trees. So whenever you got the chance, plant more and more trees. Then don't send chemical into our waterways, and if possible try to use the homemade cleaning appliances. And in the last, we should dispose the packed foods packets properly. So in such kind of manners, we can conserve our resources or we can protect our environment. Here are some principles of sustainable development. These are respect and care of all forms of life. We are using the resources according to our need, but along with that, we should respect and care of all forms of life. Wildlife, water life, okay. For each and every kind of life we should take care about. Then improve the quality of human life. We should leave all the ways which are harming the other. Then conserve the earth's vitality and diversity by conserving the resources or by conserving the life. Then minimize the depletion of natural resources. We should not suppose, or we are not supposed to waste the natural resources. जैसे हमने अभी पढ़ा है that we should turn off the tap. We are not supposed to use too much electricity. So each and everything should be conserved properly. Then we should change our personal attitude or practices towards the environment. That should be good for the betterment of the environment only, and enable communities to care for their own environment. So each and every person, if all will take care about the environment, then definitely it will be good in condition. As during the lockdown it was very clear, it was very clean. So in that manner, if we will do some efforts, the little efforts from one person to the large scale, then definitely we will be successful to protect our environment or to save our natural resources. So read the chapter. If any doubt is there in the class, we can discuss that. Till then, take care. Goodbye.